Yo, what's going on, guys? Dillobs here, and you know what? I'm getting used to this studio look. I quite like it here. But you know what else I like? I like buying items from RL Exchange, so let me run the ad and let's get into this video.
If you want an easy way to buy cheap Rocket League items no matter what console you're on, head over to RL Exchange and use code DILLWOBS at checkout for 3% off. It's a super easy site to use and there's a bunch of different payment methods that you can also use. And my favorite part is that they constantly run giveaways that you can enter by doing different tasks on the site. So make sure if you're buying things from RL Exchange, you also check out the giveaways tab, because I know you guys love your free items, so why not do that? There's a link in the description that will get you all set up, and hopefully you can enjoy buying some nice Rocket League items.
So in this video, I'm going to answer a question that a lot of people on the channel keep asking, because on my channel recently, in the last few months, I've talked about DLCs on Rocket League quite a lot, and I made a lot of videos about the Nissan Skyline, saying that the Nissan Skyline will come back, and given time, it did. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about other DLCs and what DLCs are returning, and during the month of July, loads of DLCs are returning, like the DeLorean Time Machine, the Jurassic World DLC, the Knight Rider car. But what I keep seeing in the comments is one of people's favorite DLCs of all time, and it's the Batmobile. But which one? There's a lot of Batmobiles. Well, let's get into that in a minute. First, I want to set the scene, and this will help you come to an answer on whether the Batmobile will be returning. So first of all, out of the DLCs that have returned to Rocket League, we've pretty much had a lot of the licensed DLCs return. For example, the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters car, that's not returned recently, but it returned quite a while ago after its original release, so that's had a return. We've had the Nissan Skyline return because there's been a new Fast and Furious movie. We've had the Knight Rider return because it's during summer and that originally came out in the summer event. Along with the DeLorean Time Machine, that's had a return. And the Jurassic World, that's had a return. Even though there's not been a Jurassic World movie, it's just had a return for fun. And the Ford F-150, that returned. And the NASCAR fan pack, that actually came out a second time because that's going to come out pretty much every time there's a NASCAR event, I'm pretty sure. But the car that hasn't returned is any of the Batmobiles. And you know why that is? Well, that's because the Batmobile isn't always the same thing. With each new Batman movie, we tend to get a new Batmobile, which is very nice for Rocket League DLCs because it keeps the content fresh rather than recycled. Now let's take a look. In 2016, the 2016 Batmobile came out, because in 2016, the Batman vs Superman movie, Dawn of Justice, was released, and in that, this was the Batmobile that came with it. So Rocket League did a partnership, and that's the Batmobile we got. And then in 2018, we actually got two Batmobiles. We got the 89 Batmobile, which is an old-fashioned one, and then we got the Dark Knight Rises Tumbler, which is the newer Batmobile that was in the Dark Knight Rises. So obviously, as you can see, Batmobiles come out in very, very different variants because different models of Batmobiles come out in the new movies. So, will we see a return of the 16 Batmobile? Here's my answer. In short, no, we won't be seeing the 2016 Batmobile come out anytime soon because the 2016 Batmobile isn't in any new Batman movies. However, are we going to be getting a Batmobile? Yes, I think we are. So obviously the Batman franchise have worked with Rocket League on 3 occasions here, which means they're already in, they've already sweetened the deal to do these DLCs, and with Epic Games taking the reins now, it's definitely a partnership that can happen. But what do I mean when I say a new Batmobile will come out in the future? Well, there's a new Batman movie coming out in 2022, and it's called The Batman. And Robert Pattinson is the brand new Batman, and honestly, I think he'll play Batman so well. And I'm super excited to see how these new movies with the new Batman turns out. But I watched through the trailer and I noticed there's a very, very small clip of the brand new Batmobile. Now, it's really not like any other Batmobiles we've really seen. It's more of a muscle car Batmobile. It really does just look like a normal car with, you know, a bit more of a, a little Batman twist to it. Now, let me tell you, it's definitely kitted out with something we've not seen yet in the trailer. Definitely some guns or something like that. Or maybe even the ability to fly, who knows. But what we do know is it's got a massive rocket booster on the back. And you can see that in the trailer. I mean, there's not much footage of it in the trailer, so I'm probably re-looping the same clip over and over again in editing. But that rocket booster on the back looks like the perfect car that could go in Rocket League. I mean, we just had the Pontiac Fiero from Fast and Furious. That had a rocket on the back, and they put it in Rocket League. This thing is perfect, and I like the exhausts that are on the side that the fire comes out of, which you can see in some parts, so that would also look really good on Rocket League. So to answer your question, in my opinion, the 16 Batmobile will not make a return on Rocket League unless a new Batman movie comes out, or some kind of Batman series, I don't know, which has that Batmobile in. Now, don't completely lose hope yet, but maybe in the future, not necessarily in the near future, but maybe when this Batman movie does come out, maybe instead of only releasing a new Batmobile, they'll actually release the new one along with the previous 3 they've had. Because I can see Epic Games trying to cash in on this and maybe do a Batmobile bundle where they put them all in there, or just because a new Batman movie comes out, they decide to put the old ones in the item shop too. In fact, now that I think about it, I think that's exactly what they'll do. So as for when the Batman movie releases, it's the 4th of March 2022, so we have some time to wait. So save up your credits, I guess, around that time, because we might be seeing a new Batmobile. But as for the question of if the 2016 Batmobile will be coming back, because that's one a lot of OGs have and a lot of people want, I don't think it will come back this year at all, but I think it might come back when this new Batman movie comes out. But more likely a new Batmobile comes out, and it's just a small chance whether or not Epic Games want to make a lot more money by putting out the old Batmobiles. But that's it from me, guys. I thought get the conversation going, show you guys what's up and coming, because honestly, I think it's getting quite easy to predict what Rocket League will do now. All you gotta do really is look at some previous partnerships they've had, see if those partnerships have any new movies coming out. That's how we predicted the Fast and Furious bundle so easily. I literally just looked and saw Fast and Furious 9 was coming out, and you already know Epic Games are making that call. So yeah, in the comments down below, let me know what you think about the Batmobile. Do you like it as a DLC, and do you want it to return? And do you like the idea of this new Batmobile coming out? But also, let me know what other DLCs you think are going to come to Rocket League in the future, because we know there's a James Bond DLC coming in Season 4, so who knows what will arrive in the future. Anyway, that's it from me. I enjoy talking about these. Honestly, it's one of my favorite videos to do, because I like just chatting and getting data together and finding evidence that might lead towards new DLCs. And then I love when we find out that we were right. But anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. And also, I just want to remind you guys, make sure you use code DillBobsYT in the item shop when you're going to be buying all these DLCs, because we have the DeLorean Time Machine coming out very soon. And honestly, out of all the DLCs that are returning at the moment, I actually kind of believe that the DeLorean Time Machine is indeed the best DLC we've got during the month of July, because if you didn't know, there are so many like original things about this car, so if you don't have it, seriously, I don't think it will be unwise to spend the credits on that DLC when it comes out, because it has like its own demolition explosion that's different to all the rest. When you fly, the wheels turn inwards. It's so cool. There's so many different animations on that car, and honestly, I'm super hyped for just the DeLorean to come back, let alone the Batmobile. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd remind you, because I didn't mention my code in this video. So if you are watching to this point, you're clearly a loyal subscriber, so make sure you do use code DillBobsYT in the item shop. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Plenty of videos coming out all this week, I promise. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.